So one of the areas that SharePoint and a lot of web-based systems really struggle with when dealing with users with accessibility issues is around forms. And what happens with forms is there's a lot of different things that can be put in place to make it a lot easier for people with screen readers and different other accessibility devices to be able to understand a form. And out of the box, forms are pretty generic. And the way SharePoint builds forms, because of its dynamic nature and what it does for it, a lot of the forms don't really comply with kind of the ADA standards out there. So when you're actually doing your own thing, whether it's modifying the forms that you have, maybe you're doing it through some type of custom application or something, you want to keep some general rules in mind that can really help you out. So the first thing is about using kind of correct terminology in the table, because a lot of times you're going to put the form in a table and that, including field set and legend. So you could have a typical thing where you have some different fields that are inside a row here, and then you turn that into a field set and actually give it some kind of label. And what that does is it helps the screen readers actually identify this is all the options. So this would be like for, say, multiple choice, where you could select a different radio button or some check boxes and that. And there's a very clear label and ID for each pieces. And then there's a lot of different things that you can do, and you can find this readily on the internet around the different type of elements, including the different type of inputs that you have from there, including adding labels, having correct IDs, having different things like that for passwords, for buttons, for images, for radio buttons, for check boxes, for select boxes, text areas, and buttons all across the board. But overall, the important part here is to understand that adding this stuff will make it much easier for people with accessibility devices to understand what's going on, how to use the form, and to use it correctly.